So, our story begins with a young Robert Kiyosaki who is curious about why his two dads, his real dad and his rich dad, have such different attitudes towards money. His biological father is an educated man who holds a PhD and works hard as a high-ranking government official. His friends, the rich dad, did not finish high school but is a self-made millionaire who owns several businesses. As Robert grows up, he learns that while both dads have their own values, the way they approach money is what sets them apart. His poor dad focuses on getting a good education, a secure job, and saving money. On the other hand, his rich dad believes that financial education, taking risks, and investing is the key to success. Rich Dad teaches Robert the importance of financial literacy, which he defines as the ability to read and understand financial statements. Robert learns that the wealthy know how to make money work for them while the poor work for money. Rich Dad believes that assets generate income while liabilities incur expenses. Due to this, he emphasizes the importance of acquiring assets such as real estate, stocks, and businesses rather than liabilities such as cars and expensive homes, which only drain your resources. Chapter 2: The Rich Don't Work for Money. At the start of Chapter 2, Kiyosaki shares a personal story of how he and his friend Mike worked for free at a grocery store just to learn from a successful business owner named Mr. Martin. Unlike most people who work for money, Mr. Martin taught Robert and Mike how to make money work for them. According to Rich Dad, working for money is a losing game. It's not the path to financial freedom, and it's not how the wealthy operate. Instead, the key to financial independence is to have assets that generate income. He defines assets as things that put money in your pocket, such as rental properties, stocks, and businesses, while liabilities are the things that take money out of your pocket, such as a fancy car or a big house. Financial education is vital, which is something that the school system doesn't teach us. Rich Dad believes that we must educate ourselves on financial literacy and understand how money works. Anyone can become financially independent if they have the knowledge and the right mindset. The wealthy work smart, not just hard. They understand the power of assets and passive income, and they make money work for them. In contrast, most people spend their entire lives working for money, trying to save enough to retire comfortably. Chapter 3: Why Teach Financial Literacy? Kiyosaki points out that the current education system focuses on preparing students for a job rather than teaching them how to create jobs, which makes financial literacy even more crucial. Therefore, he proposes that financial literacy should be taught as a core subject in schools, similar to English and math. He also emphasizes the importance of financial education at home. Parents should act as role models for their children and teach them about money management and investing. He believes that children learn more from what their parents do than what they say, so it's essential for parents to set a good financial example. Kiyosaki speaks on the importance of taking financial responsibility. Instead of relying on the government or employers to provide for us, we should take control of our finances. By gaining financial literacy, we can make informed decisions about our money, and we can work towards achieving financial independence. Here are a few ways we can teach ourselves financial literacy. First, reading books and taking online courses about personal finance can help you gain financial literacy. There are many fantastic resources out there, and they can provide you with valuable knowledge and insights. Another way to learn financial literacy is by attending seminars and workshops on personal finance. You can learn from experts and interact with other individuals who are interested in achieving financial independence. Lastly, don't forget to practice good financial habits in your daily life. Budgeting, saving, and investing wisely are all essential aspects of financial literacy. You can start by setting a budget, saving a portion of your income, and investing in assets that can provide long-term growth. Chapter 4: Mind Your Own Business. In Chapter 4, Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of creating your own business and not relying on a job as your primary source of income. He argues that a job is a temporary solution to a long-term problem, and that creating your own business can provide you with financial freedom and security. Robert shares a story about his friend Mike, who was unhappy with his job and wanted to start his own business. Mike was concerned about the risks involved and the potential for failure. However, Rich Dad encouraged him to take the risk and start his own business, and it turned out to be a successful venture. Kiyosaki believes that creating your own business requires a different mindset than being an employee. It requires taking calculated risks, being creative, and being able to manage your finances effectively. He encourages people to develop their entrepreneurial skills, such as marketing, sales, and financial management, to increase the chances of success. An important aspect of this chapter to the author is investing in assets that can generate passive income, such as rental properties or dividend-paying stocks. He believes that building a portfolio of passive income streams can provide financial security and independence. In short, Robert Kiyosaki suggests that it is easier to gain financial freedom through your own business or income streams rather than a 9-to-5 job for somebody else. The risks in being your own boss are higher, but equally so are the rewards. Chapter 5, The History of Taxes and the Power of Corporations. In Chapter 5, we learn about the history of taxes and how corporations have been able to use the tax system to their advantage. Kiyosaki argues that the tax system is designed to benefit corporations and the wealthy rather than the average person. He explains that corporations have the power to reduce their tax liability by taking advantage of loopholes and deductions that are not available to individuals. As a result, corporations can keep more of their profits, which can be reinvested in their businesses or distributed to shareholders as dividends. However, individuals can also take advantage of the tax system by investing in assets that generate passive income and by starting their own businesses. He explains that there are many tax deductions available to business owners and investors that can reduce their tax liability and increase their net income. By learning more about the tax systems, Kiyosaki believes individuals will have a better understanding of ways to reduce their taxable income, meaning they get to keep a greater proportion of their income, a key step in the journey to financial freedom. Chapter 6, The Rich Invent Money. In this chapter, we dive into the intriguing concept of the rich invent money. Robert Kiyosaki learned from his rich dad that wealth is created by those who can see opportunities where others see obstacles. He tells us that the rich invent money by creating assets and making their money work for them. In contrast, the poor and middle class rely on their jobs and salaries to make a living. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, while a liability takes money out of your pocket. For example, a rental property is an asset because it generates rental income, whereas a luxury car is a liability because it loses value over time and requires regular maintenance. The rich invent money by acquiring assets that generate income, such as rental properties, businesses, stocks, and bonds. They also use other people's money, OPM, to invest in these assets, which magnifies their gains and minimizes their risks. They also utilize the power of leverage, which means borrowing money to invest in assets that will appreciate over time. Inventing money requires financial education and taking calculated risks. It also requires a shift in mindset from consumerism to creativity. Instead of buying expensive items that drain your finances, focus on acquiring assets that can provide a stream of income. Look for opportunities in the market and think outside the box. Chapter 7, Work to Learn, Don't Work for Money. Now we'll be diving into Chapter 7, Work to Learn, Don't Work for Money. Robert begins by explaining that most people work for money, which is a trap that keeps them in a cycle of financial insecurity. Instead, he says that we should work to learn, not just to earn money. According to Rich Dad, the real world is not fair, and it's up to us to gain the skills and knowledge needed to succeed. He tells a story about his friend Mike, who had a job as a stockbroker but wasn't making much money. He then got an opportunity to work for free at a real estate company where he learned the skills needed to become successful in that field. Eventually, Mike became a multi-millionaire real estate investor. Robert believes that by working for free or for a lower salary, you can gain invaluable experience and knowledge that will help you in the long run. It's important to invest in yourself and to acquire skills that will allow you to create value for others. That way, you'll be able to create wealth for yourself. Rich Dad reminds us of the importance of taking calculated risks and embracing failure. He believes that the fear of failure holds most people back from achieving their true potential. By taking risks and failing, we learn important lessons that can help us succeed in the future. By shifting your mindset from believing that working hard will make you financially free and realizing that education, acquiring of skills, and learning how the successful do it, you can build long-term skills and abilities to jumpstart your financial success. Chapter 8, Overcoming Obstacles. Well, my dear friends, are you ready to tackle the obstacles on your path to financial freedom? If so, then you're in luck, because we're about to delve into Chapter 8 of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Overcoming Obstacles. In this chapter, Robert shares his personal story of how he overcame financial struggles and how his mindset helped him achieve success. He says that obstacles are a natural part of life, and it's how we respond to them that defines our success. He talks about how fear, doubt, and criticism can hold us back from pursuing our dreams. He notes that we often create mental barriers that limit our potential, and these limiting beliefs are the biggest obstacles to our success. One of the most important lessons in this chapter is that we should not fear failure. Robert believes that failure is a necessary part of the learning process, and we should embrace it as an opportunity to learn and grow. He encourages his readers to take calculated risks and learn from their mistakes rather than avoiding failure altogether. A crucial takeaway from this chapter is the power of perseverance. Robert reminds us that success is not an overnight journey, and it requires persistence and determination. He urges his readers to stay focused on their goals even when things get tough. Robert also writes about the importance of surrounding ourselves with the right people. He believes that our environment has a significant impact on our success, and we should seek out mentors and like-minded individuals who can support us on our journey. Chapter 9, Getting Started. In this chapter, Kiyosaki focuses on the importance of taking action and getting started on your path to financial freedom. He argues that many people get stuck in analysis paralysis, endlessly researching and planning without ever taking concrete steps towards their goals. But if you want to achieve financial success, you need to start somewhere. One of the key ways to get started, according to Kiyosaki, is to focus on your education. And no, he's not talking about going back to school for a fancy degree. Instead, he's advocating for self-education and taking the time to learn about financial literacy. This means reading books, attending seminars, and seeking out mentors who can guide you along the way. Kiyosaki also highlights the importance of taking risks and not being afraid of failure. He believes that failure is a natural part of the learning process, and that successful people are those who are willing to take calculated risks and learn from their mistakes. A key point in this chapter is also the idea of taking control of your finances. Kiyosaki argues that many people are content to let others, such as financial advisors or employers, manage their money for them. But this can be a dangerous path, as no one is going to care as much about your money as you are. Another key step is to start networking and building relationships with people who are knowledgeable about finance and investing. This could mean attending local meetups, joining online communities, or seeking out mentors who can offer guidance and support. Chapter 10, Still Want More? Here are some to-dos. Kiyosaki offers several to-dos to help you get started on your journey to financial freedom. First up, he suggests starting your own business or investing in real estate. According to Kiyosaki, these are two of the most reliable ways to build wealth and create passive income streams. But don't worry if you're not ready to start your own business or invest in real estate just yet. Kiyosaki also recommends finding a mentor who can teach you the ropes and guide you on your financial journey. This mentor could be someone you know personally, or it could be a financial advisor or coach. Another to-do on Kiyosaki's list is to continue your financial education by reading more books and attending seminars or workshops. He urges us to seek out information on topics such as taxes, investing, and personal finance in order to gain a deeper understanding of how money works and how to make it work for you. Finally, Kiyosaki reminds us that true financial freedom isn't just about accumulating wealth, it's about living a fulfilling life on your own terms. He encourages readers to think about their values and goals and to use their financial resources to support the things that matter most to them. And that, everyone, covers all the key takeaways from today's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. As one of the top-selling finance books, what you've watched today is sure to get you thinking a little differently, open up some eyes, and maybe even be the video that will kickstart your journey to financial freedom. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and hit the thumbs up. If there's anything you'd like to see us do, comment down below. And stay tuned for more videos that will make you a millionaire.